Hello everyone, this is your friend, your guide, your mentor for pharmacology. Let us start with metabolism and excretion of drugs. In last lecture we saw about absorption and distribution. Now we are up to metabolism. Let us start with metabolism. Drug metabolism is what? Chemical alteration of a drug, and it is done by the body. So metabolism of drug is nothing but any changes, chemical changes made by the body in the drug, that is drug metabolism. Now it has got another name, and that is biotransformation. Biotransformation, drug metabolism is one and the same. And also it is known as detoxication. Detoxication, that means to remove the toxicity level or to reduce the toxicity level. So that is all about metabolism. You should have got into your mind that metabolism is nothing but detoxification or detoxication of drugs. So whatever the drug has been absorbed, distributed, now it is the time that drug should be metabolized, and if it is toxic or if it is not required in the body, that metabolized drug should be removed out of the body. So that removal process we will be doing in excretion. So let us focus on metabolism. So that was all about this, the first point, chemical alteration. Now some drugs which are known as prodrugs, they are administered in an inactive form and it is metabolized and they become active. For this point to understand, let us know the meaning of prodrug. So prodrug is a biologically inactive compound which is metabolized in the body to produce drug. That means inactive will be produced and made to active. So this is all about prodrug. Inactive will be made to active. Just remember this. Now the third point, this active metabolite is going to show therapeutic effect. This one. This prodrug is going to show what? Therapeutic effect when it becomes active. So this prodrug, when it becomes active, is going to show therapeutic effect. Let us move to the next. Yes, this functions of cytochrome P450 in humans. This you should understand in order to understand the next part or next mechanism. So CYPs, that is cytochrome P450. They are major enzymes and they are involved in drug metabolism, and they metabolize 75% of the drug. That means 75% of total metabolism is all we can say dependent on CYPs. Human CYPs, where they are found? They are found in inner membrane of mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. So this you should keep in mind just for your general information. Now CYPs metabolize thousands of endogenous and exogenous chemicals. Yes, here endogenous, exogenous. So let us now deal with this word endogenous. Endo, that is in. So the we can say chemicals inside our body. For example, neurotransmitters, hormones, estrogen, testosterone, then progesterone, all these hormones are nothing but they are endogenous in nature. So they are endogenous. Exogenous, as you know, exit, to go out or to be out of the body. The chemicals, the anything outside the body which is coming from outside the body, and once it come inside the body from out of the body, so it is active. That type of chemical is exogenous. It comes from outside the body, and when it comes inside, it is active. Just that. Okay, so whenever you see this term, you should remember this. Now, cytochrome 450 enzymes, they are present in most of our tissues, and they are involved in everything. For example, we have already seen 75%. It is very, we can see a big number, 75%. So it does synthesis, breakdown of estrogen, testosterone, all these things, cholesterol, vitamin D metabolism, all these things. And also cytochrome metabolize toxic compounds including drugs and products of endogenous metabolism. And what is that example over here, endogenous? Here it is bilirubin. Bilirubin. This is our endogenous chemical. So let us see all this. So in short, CYPs metabolize exogenous and endogenous chemicals. That's it. They metabolize endogenous, exogenous chemicals, and 75% of the total metabolism, 75% of total metabolism are being done by cytochrome 450. That's it. Let us move to next. Yes, drug metabolism. It is also known as xenobiotic metabolism. Xenobiotic means drug. And in this, what we already told about drug metabolism is, it is also known as detoxication and biotransformation. So what happens over here? The less polar compounds are being converted to more polar compounds so that they could be excreted easily. So now let us come to this diagram. Xenobiotic drug, that means drug, whenever take in drug, yeah, here comes the phase 1. In phase 1, the drug might be inactivated or activated, and it is done with the help of 450, CYP 450, as you can see. After this, phase 1 also has some process, for example, oxidation. Let me give an example of oxidation. Oxidation occurs mainly in liver. Example is oxidation of ethyl alcohol. As you know, alcohol that is harmful. So this ethyl alcohol will be made into acetyl coenzyme A with the help of alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme and aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme. So this process, this oxidation process, so here comes oxidized. That was just an example of one chemical compound. In this way, there are many examples of different chemical compounds. You just need to pay attention to the definition and the process. So phase 1, after that it is being oxidized. So remember, phase 1 CYP 450, again xenobiotic drug. After that phase 1, the second step, and after that it is phase 2. That's it. And after phase 2, it will become drug detoxication. That means drug will be free of toxins, and after that excretion will take place. Now what is this? If the drug will be very reactive, it will lead to toxicity. That's it. This is the general pathway of xenobiotic drugs. So in phase 1, CYP's 450 is going to help. After that, in phase 2, there will be conjugation reaction. Now conjugation, that means there will be many factors which is going to help. For example, there will be sulfate formation, acetylation, methylation, here it is given, and in this way the metabolism process is completed. Here the metabolism is completed, and after that excretion comes into the picture. So this is all about metabolism. Let us move to excretion. So excretion, drug elimination is what? Removal of drugs. So that is nothing but excretion of drug from the body. Now as we know that kidney is the most essential organ, here also kidneys are the most essential. Most drugs, for example water soluble, and their metabolites are eliminated by kidneys in the form of urine. In which form? Urine. So urine. Now some drugs are also eliminated by in the form of bile. Bile is what? A greenish yellow fluid that is being secreted by liver and stored in gallbladder. This bile you might be knowing in digestive or digestion process, you have learned this. So this is all about excretion. Let us move to the next. Yes, some drugs, for example, they are excreted in saliva, sweat, breast milk and even exhaled air. Now, this is also the pathway of excretion. In saliva, the drugs which are more polar, we can say, they are being mixed in the, we can say, saliva and can be thrown out. Sweat, through sweat, that is through skin, heavy metals can be eliminated. Through breast milk, the mother which is on drug, who is on drug, that mother, if that mother is breastfeeding her baby, so what she should do, she should pump out that first milk, few drops, and throw it out. After that she should breastfeed her baby. So this is all about this thing. Let us see this in detail in the next slide. Next slide. Excretion pathways, transport mechanism and drug excreted. So this is the most important. You should always remember only 5 from this. Urine, you can remember bile, saliva, milk, sweat. This you remember. Now urine, the mechanism. This is all the mechanism which takes place while like glomerular filtration is GF, then active tubular secretion, these all things. Then active tubular reabsorption, passive tubular reabsorption. So this process, this mechanism leads to drug excretion in the form of, the drug can be freely excreted or it can be in the form of hydrophilic or unchanged, and the molecular weight should be less than 500. So this is in the form of urine. Let us move to bile. So that is, a mechanism is active secretion. This is secreted actively in the form of hydrophilic or unchanged drugs. The same, it remains same, but here molecular weight can be more than 500. Then the lung is passive diffusion, and through lungs gaseous, volatile, these things can be removed out of the body. Saliva, you can read it, free unionized lipophilic drugs. Now unionized, that means uncharged, without any charge. And lipophilic drugs, the drugs which are soluble in lipids. So the excretion is in the form of lipophilic drug or unionized or free form in saliva, or as I already mentioned, polar drugs can be also thrown out of the body. Then milk, it is free unionized lipophilic, and sweat or skin, we can say, it is free unionized lipophilic, and intestine, it is water soluble and ionized drugs. So these kind of drugs can be eliminated through intestine. So this is all the process. And for active transport, these all terms you can have a look in the description box. I will be giving you the link for passive diffusion, active transport, all those things. So now this was the process of metabolism and excretion from pharmacokinetics. So we are done here. In next lecture we are going to see routes of administration. Hey guys, if you liked our video, please do like, share and subscribe, and please press the notification bell icon so that you can get the latest updates.